not quite sure how this is going to turn out, but here's the bumper I'm working with, the hard rock bumper. Here's the winch plate, and yeah, see how we can do here. All right, try and do this one-handed here. Grill off, just so I wouldn't scratch it. There's a skid plate and stuff. I'm missing a whole bunch of bolts, like missing like 4 of them. I don't know. Cleaned up in here a bit. It's pretty dirty, but here's where I was, or here's where I am. I'm gonna relocate this. Cleaned up in here. Just kind of took some compressed air. Stuff cleaned out in here, you know, but yeah, the next step is just to take that thing off and see. I think I gotta cut this whole thing off right here. I don't know if you can see it, but let's see here, right here, that's got to be cut off. I'll get down on there when I'm ready to do it. The tool I'm going to use is this here, a little cheap die grinder. The cutoff wheel. All right. Okay, so I got the instructions here, and this is a really good set of instructions. Comes with this Maximus plate, Maximus-3 plate. My bad. It just says to cut this little thing that was holding that on. You just kind of cut it right here. That's it. So you can see the photo. It said to go to step B, and you see there. They use like a wax pen, and that's where you cut it right there, and that is exactly this view here, right there. So I don't know, everything I see online doesn't make sense. All right, well that was super easy. And I used just my Makita with a little wire wheel, and cleaned up this piece here and deburred it. I don't know if you can see that really well. Just basically to where I can run my finger across it and not cut it. I'm gonna hit that with a little paint, and well, yeah, I guess I'll just let it dry and continue on. Hopefully that was it. Cake. Okay, I'm running out of light, but you can see here, this is the new bolt, and there's a kind of like a thing you put down here, and down in here, and you bust the tabs like it's a way just to get this to anchor. Same thing over there. You can kind of see the tab, but you just clamp this in place so that these are available for you. And this was just a temporary. It's from one of the skid plates, or from the skid plate. And you got to route the vacuum lines behind the power steering line right here, and stay in front or above the sway bar. And it actually has pretty good clearance. It is touching this, but this doesn't matter. That's just power steering line. Look at that. Gorgeous. All right, kind of got that Mad Max vibe going, but that's where we are so far. Got a ways to go. Okay, next day here. Got some nice sunlight. It's warmer out. There's the winch, and there's a little buddy there kind of resting. I don't know what the heck. Pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started here. I got to cut this. You can see here, there's the plate that came with the Maximus-3 winch plate. It's just basically to bolt the fair lead up to, and I'm gonna have to cut where you see here, right here. I'm going to have to trace that out and cut it, and I'll get my fair lead and make sure it'll fit in these holes. But it should be all right. We'll find out here. There's that little lizard again. We don't kill those around here. They eat bugs. We have a lot of bugs in Houston. Alright. Okay, so got some paint on there just now. Clearanced everything. It does recommend that you use a hole saw on that end to make it cleaner looking, but it doesn't matter. You won't see this at all, but all I could do is use the tools I had. I had this little cut off here. I used this wire wheel to clean it up, to deburr it. Krylon Fusion all-in-one. I think that's what it is. And frog tape, probably overpriced tape to use on this, but I had some laying around. Use that little marker there to mark where I wanted to cut, and I use that as a reference on my fair lead. So just gotta let it dry and get started again. Let me clean up this mess too, good lord. Okay, so it's it's done. I did not do the disconnect switch over here because I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure out where I wanted to put it or how the thing holds together. So I connected it directly to the battery. Right here's the negative, here's the positive, and you can hear it here. So that was just the, if I put it in free spool, pull it out here. Kind of tight, but put it back in engage. Little wireless remote's pretty cool. And holds pretty good. I can already tell I'm not going to be happy with that though. I mean, it's going to work, but I hate it. Let me see here. Oh, maybe if I, yeah, it's just not big enough, not long enough here, like right here. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I should have went with the I think it's called the Flipside or Flipster or whatever by Cascadia. But no, it's okay. I mean, it has something there. Maximus-3 makes a plate that goes somewhere around here. I don't know. I don't like that, but it'll work for now. Hold on a second. What if I was to take this thing out a little? If I just put it over here, it'll flip down there. Just put it in engage. Oh, it won't let me. Why not? Oh, there we go. I don't know. It must have been, the gear must have been a little misaligned. That holds flat. Cool little magnetized thing here. Pretty cool. Yeah, I could just leave it like that for now until I get a new one. That really does it. I'm going to start working on something else now. Alright, just working on my second mod. Putting my fuse panel for the switch pod here. It's a generic switch pod, I don't know what to call it. Here's the disconnect, and I put this on just to make sure it works, and you just push this button, disconnects. See, the power goes away there, and if I turn it back on, boom, so I know it's on right now, so that's cool. I'll turn it off for now, and just kind of ran the positive to these terminals I got at Quadratech, and the other one's over here. Pretty straightforward, really. Could have put it elsewhere. I just wanted here, easy to get to. I did make a little boo-boo here, little hole. I'll probably fill that in, but or not, whatever. And yeah, see how it goes. Okay, so this was almost all buttoned up, and I went to put the grill on, and it wouldn't fit. I'm having some clearance issues right here. I'm not sure what I can do about that, but it's real tight, so I may have to resort to something. I don't know, but I got to get that off. But what happened is, in my attempt to get this out of the way, I lost one of these. There's basically these jumpers here that go on here like that. This is, you can relocate this, so this is part of that if you wanted to. And I was taking these off, and one of the nuts fell down in here, or actually two of them did. And I got them all now, but I couldn't get to them. I couldn't fish down in here. I have these magnetic tools that I bent up to try to get to it and everything. Didn't have one small enough with the flexi kind. So I called it a night last night, frustrated, and back at it again today. Had a ringing headache this morning, so just now starting again. It's late in the afternoon, and got them out. Had to take the winch completely off, shake it, and made my bumper stubby. So I'm just going to keep it stubby. I took the caps off because it's easier to get to these bumper bolts back here. So yeah, we'll just see where we're going. And also I did this here. I don't know if I said anything, but I also did these. This is for a switch pod that I'm putting on the inside. These are just some like fuse taps and extra fuses. But yeah, let me get this all done and get my baby going again. Okay, there it is. I gotta figure out, either modify that or buy something different. Anyway, the whatchamacallit there, the flip thing for the license plate, because it doesn't work, and I want my hook to be tucked up under there. I could just get some aluminum metal from anywhere and modify that. Excuse me. But there it is in its glory. Got the grill on. Had to take that whole thing off. Actually broke a bolt because I used my impact, but it's no big deal. I broke this one. Let me set this thing down here. I broke that one there. And I think, yeah, here it is right here. Broke the heck out of it. It's kind of dumb, but I was in a hurry. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do here. There's a hole. It's the other hole. That hole, it's not over there. It's just over here. I don't know if that really matters. But anyway, I'm gonna get my skid on. Cleaned it up. It's been soaking. I'm gonna wipe it out. And I found that those bolts that I took off for the caps, those will actually work for that. So I'm gonna use those. And then I'm gonna start focusing on this. Be back. Well, actually, I think that's really it for this. Looks pretty cool. It was really tight here. I'm touching here. Oh, sorry. Touching right here. And you can see here, that's the positive. And it's real tight in there. Probably best to notch that if you did this and wanted it to come off easier. Also missing one of these. I knew that was gonna happen. And yep. Alrighty, be back. Okay, I got rained out. Starting to dry up, but here's what I got so far. I got this is the cable that hooks into here for the switch pod itself. You can kind of see where I have these zip ties all up here. Came with all the zip ties too. So, I mean, you know, just to know where everything is. Keeps it cleaner. Not fancy, definitely not fancy. but I'm gonna clip these off with my little side snips and see about getting work done on the inside. Alright, pardon the night video here, but here it is. I got daytime running lights on. This is with the lights off, like if it was daytime out. And these are constantly running now. I got, this is where I put the fuse panel for my pod. This is my disconnect for this pod. The winch wires are in here. I don't know if this will work or not, but I did turn this on a second ago. But, let's see. Turn it back on. There it goes. Boom. So that works, and timeout works too. So how I wired it, I did pop a hole right here. Kind of see. I'll put some RTV around there after I get off here. I'll show you what I'm using. See if I can find this stuff. Pardon my god-awfulness. Oops. Something dropped down there. Here's the stuff I'll use to, just kind of pack that in a little. Everything works great. Here's my interior switch right here. Of course, nothing's connected yet, but it's got a pretty decent amount of space. So I'm gonna put it up over there on that side. I don't know if I'm gonna put it on that ram mount bar or that ram mount extension there or not. I'm trying to use my headlamp here. And there's the one I use for my phone right now. I got another one coming though. But as you can see, where did I put that thing? Right here. When I turn the engine off, this is my switch pod. That shuts off. Now if I go around here, driving lights are off. That's just the parking lights. And there we go. So I've got another piece coming tomorrow, and I'll be done from there. But yeah, I think I can go ahead and video this up. Have a good one.